Hi everybody, it's Kara at Sedgwick County Zoo here with SCZ Live, and today we're having a play date, so to speak. I am in the wetland room of the Cargill Learning Center with two of my friends. One is Dyson, the chinchilla, and the other is Chrysa, the rat, and they're having a little time rolling in their balls. I'm going to turn the camera around, and this is Chrysa the rat. And she was rolling earlier, but I think she fell asleep. Oh, no, you can kind of see she's looking at me. But she was rolling around everywhere, and Dyson will probably come see us. Come here, buddy. He's very good at driving the ball. Here he comes. He's going to come, oh, he's going to go the other way. So what we're participating in right now is enrichment. These animals are out of their normal habitats, and they're getting to spend some time doing a novel activity. And rolling in the ball is actually one of Dyson's favorite activities, but Chrysa is really new to it the last few days. So, I mean, it's kind of like running. You have to get used to it and you have to build up endurance, so that's probably why she's not moving around very much. But enrichment is really an important piece of what we do at Sedgwick County Zoo every day, and enrichment is things that we give the animals that are new and exciting and help elicit natural behaviors or some other sensory form of behavior so that they're stimulated all the time. It helps keep their brains busy, their bodies busy, helps get rid of any excess energy, and it just keeps them healthy. It's kind of like parents, you know, your kids have to play or they end up going nutso. And so these guys are getting these new experiences just to keep them engaged and happy. I know that we've talked about live before, and so you guys are probably familiar with some things like puzzle feeders, and this one is it's just a PVC tube with end caps and holes drilled in it, and then these pieces of PVC that are a little bit bigger that go over the holes so that an animal has to work to get a treat out of it. You have to include a high value treat because animals are not going to work for something they don't like, just like our kids won't. But you could put a high value treat in there. Dyson just bumped into the sink. And then the animal's going to spend quite a bit of time trying to figure out how to engage and get that food out. And this is a boomer ball. It's not in focus. I don't know why. I think it was trying to focus on my fingers. But this is something that we would give. We actually have one here in the Learning Center with our smaller animals, but we give it to lots of different animals, but we have to watch for signs of wear and tear. I tried to hide this one. I didn't do a very good job. So this is a boomer ball that's all used up. So just like our kids' toys, when we see an item that is not working out anymore or it's old and it's worn, we remove it. One, because the novelty has worn off, and two, because this could become dangerous. So we have to watch for things that the animals might be able to ingest. So we're always thinking about safety when we assign these enrichment activities to the animals too. One of the things that we are really, let me see if I can find Dyson again, that we're really lucky to have the opportunity to do in the Learning Center, here he is that we can do some non-natural enrichment. Most of the time when you're in the zoo and you're interacting with our exhibit, we're going to have more natural enrichment. We have started to offer some non-natural enrichment too, but here at the Learning Center, we do offer, he's rolling right along the wall, he's so cute. We do offer some non-natural enrichment to solicit natural behaviors. And some of these things you can do at home. What you're going to notice is there's a lot of brightly colored stuff here that we use on a daily basis here at Sedgwick County Zoo in the Cargill Learning Center. Things like the xylophone. This piece can be given to lots of different animals. We're not going to give it to somebody who chews, like Dyson or the rabbit or the rat Chrysa, but we would give it to the chickens. Are especially fond of this, and they like red, and they actually like pretty much all the colors, and they will peck that and make music, and it's one of the fun things to see. And here is another toy that lots of parents will be familiar with. It's just the ring toys for babies, and it's got a key ring on it. These make great toys for birds. They give the bird an outlet for pecking, and they can manipulate it and move it around. And it offers them a lot of fun activities. We're really good at repurposing and reusing things. Then we have just some basic things that you probably have at home. Balls are a good choice. Balls can be interacted with in a lot of different ways. Animals like my dog at home, she loves a ball and a frisbee and she'll chase it. But here at Sedgwick County Zoo, we could even give a ball to a small snake, and the snake is going to interact with that. It's going to smell different than things that are in its exhibit. It's going to have a different texture, and it's going to allow that snake to investigate and decide maybe it wants to interact with it or maybe it doesn't. That's fine too, but the animal is given the choice to interact or not. Even things like pine cones are enriching. Lots of different animals will peck at the pine cones, but they have to have enrichment given to them that's been approved. One of the things we do spend a lot of time doing is increasing foraging behaviors, and this is a great tool for that. You can take the animal's food, anything from prairie grass to pelletized food, the little pellets of food, and we can put it inside the egg carton, and we can do one of two things. We can give it as is, and the animal is still it's gonna slow it down. It's sort of a slow feeder at that point. Or if we really wanna give the animal a challenge, we can shut it. The animal's gonna smell their food in there, and they're gonna spend some time trying to get that open to get to the food. So it slows them down, it engages them, and it keeps them busy. We also use lots of furniture in our exhibits. We call it furniture. Some people might call it decoration, but I mean, it's used every day, so it's not there just to look at. And we get creative with furniture too. Pieces of wood like this cork, if you have a reptile at home, you may be familiar with this product. It's expensive, and it breaks down over time. And so sometimes, well, this would make a great place to hide. It's got a perfect opening for a small animal. But sometimes we have to make things ourselves. And so this was made by a zoo science class who was creating enrichment for us, and they used spray foam, that gap-filling spray foam, and they put it on a form, which I believe in this case was a meat tray, like a styrofoam meat tray, to give it its shape. And then they pulled that styrofoam out, and then they coated it with silicone, which dries to be toxic for the animals, but before it dried, they covered it in sand. So then not only is it a place for an animal to hide or investigate, it also has different textures, so it's really engaging that animal as they're moving over it. Dyson is completely engaged still, and he's going to take a look out the window. He really enjoys coming into the office and going around the office and watching our work each day, and it's a lot of fun. Although sometimes if you go into the dark office bathroom, you might get a surprise, because sometimes he hides in there, and then you turn on the light and it's quite a surprise. And then here's Chrysa. She's just still over here being still. So that's sort of my cue. She's not interacting with the enrichment at all. Maybe she feels overwhelmed. She's in a new room. We assess the enrichment to see how successful it is, and then we can proceed to plan future enrichments based on those assessments. But Chrysa is giving me a signal right now that maybe she's done. Maybe she'd like to go back home into her permanent exhibit where she feels a little bit more content. So I am going to leave you guys here. She's very cute. We'll have to have a special Facebook Live just for her. But I'm going to leave you guys here with a parting shot of Dyson, my little maneuverer. I just made that word up, but here he goes. And we want to remind you that we are open with limited ticketing, so you would need to reserve your tickets online. But we're really excited that we have some new offerings available for members and non-members, things to do during the day, things to do after hours. So check out our website, and under tickets, if you click on tours, there's some options there that you might enjoy. And also keep your eyes peeled for some other options for summer school for 5 to 9-year-olds, as well as some options for preschool age students. So we're excited to have you guys with us, and we can't wait to see your shining faces.